All right, we'll call the meeting of the public safety meeting for the city of Hudson in order on April 13th, and we will do roll call, please.
Alderperson Alms is excused. Alderperson Hall?
Here.
Alderperson Morset?
Here. Approval of the January 6th regular meeting minutes.
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye.
Oh, wait a minute, the meeting minutes aren't even in here.
They're on the...
They were on the website?
Yeah.
Okay, and you read through them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll stand by my motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Let's go down to number F, Fit Real Estate Event, as long as these folks are here.
Okay,
So if you would come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, please.
Billy Weber, and this is Tara Weber as well. We are at 615 Maxwell Drive, Suite B in Hudson.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about the event.
So looking at doing some live music down at the band shell. That would be, the whole event's to promote the Regional Freedom Park Center that's going in Richmond, Wisconsin, for both veterans, the elderly, and also the youth. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that project. It's about a $3 million project that they're trying to put together. So all the money that's raised from this event will go towards that. There will be a beanbag tournament. We've got Big Guys Barbecue serving food. Budweiser is supplying the beer trailer. And we've got, I forget the company that's doing sanitation lined up. We have face painting going on, blow up things for the kids. There'll be some tents down there. I know we provided a sketch roughly of what that layout would look like to you guys. And it'll be from 2 to 7, all ages will be welcome.
Charge, what was the, I didn't, are you
There's
char-
not going to be a fee.
Okay.
So the idea is that, so there's a fee to enter into the tournament for the beanbags. There is donation baskets that'll be going around. There'll be auction items as well that we'll have from various local businesses that have offered to auction items up. A lot of sponsorships. So there's various businesses in the area that have donated to get advertising for the event. And then we also have proceeds from the food and drink. A percentage of that will go towards that as well.
Okay. Have you gone through the park board yet and gone through with Mike Miraz, the Director of Public Works and Park? Sure.
So we've been in contact with the clerk's office, but also Deb down at Mike's office. So all of the paperwork that's necessary, we've turned in everything already. And there's a few things like vendor changes and stuff that we're still working out. But basically, everything that we can do up until this meeting, when we hopefully have it approved, has been done. And then from here, I mean, there'll be some.
So you're aware of all the requirements for serving alcohol?
Yes, well, we have to go through them to get basically the day license for the bartenders and all that. Yep, and then we'll have the fencing put up, wristbands to make sure they're carded at the gate, but then also at the beer stand. So all of that's been
Okay.
gone through.
Yeah, just work with that office, just, when you're pounding stakes in, when we're not puncturing
We have a meeting
irrigation.
set up, I believe.
Yeah, we have a meeting set up to go so that we don't get, electrocuted and also
And
pounding the
that's
water.
probably a good thing.
Yes, so that's already set up. So after this, we'll do a walkthrough down there and they'll mark off, where we can't put the fence, and then we'll move forward at that point.
All right, great. Jeff, do you have any concerns or questions?
Okay, move to approve.
Second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? We will recommend approval to the full council, which our next meeting is it Monday, right? Tuesday.
Well, are you doing
It's
that
our
on
organizational meeting on Tuesday. It's always on
The
Tuesday.
next one,
May
It'll be
2nd?
the May.
May 2nd.
Okay.
You'll get a notice.
Okay.
Whoever you've been working with, so. But this committee, yes, we approved it, now we recommend to council for final improvement.
Okay, perfect.
Improvement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You as well.
Thank you. Okay, back to number 4A, CameraLPR Project. Do we know who's that you want to spend some money? Is that what you got, Jeff?
Well, that's kind of the idea. So Aaron had come to us as department heads and asked if we had ideas for public safety needs for some of the ARPA funding. So this has been something that, you know, it's not been a secret that I've been asking about for the last, 3-4 years to try and get some video surveillance, especially in the downtown area, but also up in the big box, up on the hill, right? Just because of the issues we have with theft and shoplifting and things like that. So I felt like this was a good opportunity to pose this idea. I met with Aaron about it, gave him an approximate cost, because they were working through where all the other areas that the ARPA funding wanted to go, or the needs are, I guess, of the city. So I went out and got some bids, and presented it to you guys at this meeting. Let's see what you think. The reason that, it looks, I think the overall 3-year cost for the cameras and the LPR stuff would be about $273,000. I don't know how much ARPA funding there was or anything, but then the idea would be to, over the next 3 years, try to cycle that $49,000 annual cost into the budget. So that's where that 3-year number came from.
I think this is just one big part of the piece of the puzzle of making the downtown safer. And that's why I pushed hard for the public safety ARPA to pass through council. I'm for it, and I will move that we approve it. Because I think it's integral part of being able to follow up on some things and making sure we're keeping everybody safe.
Well, and not only
Especially
that, but if they're there and people know they're there, they're less likely to.
Well, and especially, as we move on with the lights down there, the employees at the restaurants and the shops downtown can get home or to their cars and feel safer. So this will be a big part of that as well. So I do move to approve, Joyce, so.
Do you have any questions on any of the specific vendors or why I recommended the two that I recommended?
Nope, I'm going off of faith on you.
Okay, I'll second. So, yeah, which one are you're recommending Flock?
That's the license
For
plate
the
reader.
LPR?
Yep.
So, okay, what are the differences in the different cameras?
Well, the big difference is with the Flock system, you can cover 2 lanes with 1 camera. The other systems need 1 camera per each lane that you want covered.
Okay,
So it instantly pretty much doubles the cost with the other outfits.
and what does LPR stand for?
Well, it's ALPR actually, but it's automated license plate reader.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
basically what it
okay.
does, it's a camera and it's activated by motion.
Okay, so that's a license.
So as a car passes by it, it takes a picture
Yeah.
of the back of the vehicle and the
Okay.
license plate.
So we would have a record of all of the cars that are, pretty much all the cars that are downtown
Correct, for 60 days.
for 60 days, okay.
60 days. And then it goes away. The real nice thing about the Flock system is that they've got artificial intelligence on the backside. So say we have a robbery at a bank, and the only thing we have is a description of the suspect and a description of the vehicle. It was a blue SUV. We can type blue SUV into the software, and it will give us every hit in a certain time frame, whatever we choose, of all the blue or appear to be blue SUVs that we, that came into the city essentially, because what we're doing is forming a virtual gate around the city. So every ingress and egress in and out of the city is going to be covered by these cameras. So if you come into the city and do something, we're going to know that you're there.
It's pretty impressive.
Big Brother.
Hey, it's kind of Big Brother-ish. It is.
I Googled a little bit of that. And
It's kind of Big Brother-ish, but I mean, the numbers kind of speak for themselves on what they do for calming of criminal activity.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Did you second?
I seconded it.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Thank you, Jeff. 4B Booster Days. Jeff, any concerns this year?
No, I gotta dust off the old notebook from the booster day and stuff.
Yeah.
Get back to it.
We got the firework thing from an email this afternoon. or
Yeah,
yes-
I saw that, and I've got a question. So do the boosters set up the fireworks, or does that go through the city?
It's well, no, it's through the city, but because the boosters contract out,
Okay,
we give them the money to pay for it,
all right. So do the boosters choose the vendor for that?
I believe so.
Okay, because I had asked, somebody I know, her husband has a fireworks company, and so she wanted her husband to be able to bid on this, so I had
That's a
asked.
booster thing.
Okay, so she's got to, they would have to contact the boosters about
Yeah, and
that
typically
for
they,
next year.
well, even further out, because typically they, like the carnival, when I was a booster, we were locked in for 5 years because they're in short supply during the holidays.
Oh,
so
okay,
It's a timing thing. so-
okay.
But for sure, get involved with the,
All right, I'll tell her
touch with
to,
the booster.
I'll tell her to get in touch with the boosters. Okay, thanks.
I'll move for approval for the
Second.
boosters 2022, seconded by Joyce. Any further discussion? Seeing none? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, motion carries. Thank you. C, go for the Badger Run. Is this the one annual or?
Yep, this is annual. This is the one that starts over in Stillwater and then the run is over, they go over the bridge and then come into downtown where they finish behind the band shell.
We have had no issues on this one?
Never had any issues. Usually they're all done and wrapped up by about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, move to approve.
Second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, motion carries. 4D, the Altissimo Dog Washing Event.
Same thing. They've been doing this for about 21 years or so. I took a couple year hiatus with COVID. Now they want to get back going again. I believe they're looking at, I don't have the issue sheet obviously in front of me, but I believe they're looking at doing the alley behind Hudson Tap. So between Walnut Street and Commercial to
Okay,
do a dog washing event.
there haven't been any problems.
No.
Okay.
Do
Move
they
to approve.
do they contact all of the businesses that are in the back of that, so there's no issues, block parking?
I don't know, but she asked if I could let her know what the results of this meeting were, so I will make that recommendation. to
Yeah,
her.
just so no one gets their feather in a ruffle.
Yep.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. 4E, the Brit Fest Yellowstone Trail Car Show. It's always a good event.
Okay, any concerns about that, Jeff?
No, they, this year there's a little bit of a change though. They want to expand a little bit from the bridge deck underneath the arch into Lakefront Park. Usually it's just Walnut Street that's affected.
Right.
So, no concerns, just wanted to make sure you guys were aware that
Are
that's
they-
kind of a new change.
Are they doing it in front of, on Walnut Street?
Yep, yep, so
And
all of
more
Walnut
down?
Street is
Why don't they just
closed.
move the whole thing down to the dike and the bridge?
I don't know.
Wish we had him here to ask that question. That would be, and we can ask it at the council meeting as well, but,
Well,
because otherwise you're gonna have a lot of people crossing the street back and forth on First Street, and in the summertime, that's pretty busy.
It's pretty busy.
yeah, Jeff, could you ask them about that, so that when this comes to council, that question would be answered?
I can.
Okay,
So move to approve contingent on asking about if they're amenable to moving it fully down to the west side of Walnut. And First.
second.
So it would probably go onto the bridge then
Yeah.
and onto the Dike Road.
Yep,
So just to refresh your memory of the one car show,
one pass, yeah.
so just on one side of it then, you're talking about.
Yeah, because they gotta have you getting, I'm assuming you're alluding to emergency vehicles back and forth.
Well, yeah, emergency vehicles and the Grand Duchess
Yeah.
being able to load and unload and people being able to walk safely to aboard the ship or whatever.
I'd like to see it moved, I mean, but if they really can't, I don't want to hold up the event.
Yeah,
but-
and I don't know all the details about it. I don't know if Dick's is a huge sponsor and that's part of the thing, or.
Yeah.
But I can call.
And just,
I can call Buck and
yeah,
ask him about
and
it.
if they are planning on people crossing the street, do we need to have cross guards there? So that's some questions we need to get answered. Any further discussion, Joyce? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. 4G, the Global 6K. Now, this looks like a new one, too.
This is a new one. Yep. You know what I know.
Okay. Need any concerns?
No, the map looks good. It looks like they've got a decent plan, so I don't have any concerns about it.
Now, I didn't see, did they say how many they were expecting?
Yes, I believe that it says on the application.
Remember that number? Anybody? I didn't see it. And I can't pull it up right now.
Page 94 to 103 of the agenda, if that helps.
Oh, not really. Okay. But everything looks in order as typical as we have done these before. Jeff?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got it all contained in the park too, so that,
Yep, it's all exclusively to the park.
Do we know if, when we're doing these and improving these, that these folks are told that you can't block off parks to the city residents because it's their park?
Yep.
And all these new folks know this? Okay.
That's part of the application process.
Okay.
150 participants they anticipate.
Excellent.
move to approve.
Second, all in favor? Oh, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Informational items. Okay. Police Department update.
No real updates. Just was working on this project for the last few weeks.
Are we looking for officers?
We are in the process of filling Mac Parsons' spot, who's leaving us to go to Houston. But we're in the background stage. That person is in the recruit academy right now and won't graduate till the end of May, so we've got some time. We can't fill his spot until beginning of May anyway.
Okay, so we are up to full strength otherwise?
We've got 2 still in FTO,
Okay.
but other than that, yeah. So we're basically, 1 short plus 2 on FTO, and then we have a couple out injured, but yeah, we're at our staff limits.
Any questions, Joyce? Okay. Thank you. Any items or communications for future agendas? I don't know if we should or not. Well, we can. I mean, we're still around, but not necessarily on this committee.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what's gonna happen after next week? Let's see,
I know Bill will have some issues that just have to email
yeah,
us, Melanie.
okay. Well, let's see, well, the speed humps are going back in on Chestnut, so then we'll want.
Yep, and then Bill asked for this meeting and then asked for it to be removed, the speed hump discussion for
Yep.
For next time, yep.
West or East Canyon.
For-
Yeah, and that's a different thing altogether,
Yeah.
from what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Did we ever get all of the data for, the area around the middle school at the far Burl Oak curve intersection?
As far as vehicle numbers and speeds and things?
Yes.
Pretty sure we did. yeah.
Okay. Trying to remember,
I can dig that up.
we finished resolving all that.
I can dig that up and,
Okay.
Let's make a point for the new committee, once it gets going again, to find out what past items we need to bring back up.
Yeah. And there were some things that we were going to wait 6 months, but I remember there were some things that we were going to wait until
Yeah,
April or
data
May.
collection too was a big one. Didn't we
Yes.
authorize a new trailer for you, so you have two?
well, a new box,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
That was supposed to be a portable one and the solar panel that came with it is about as big as that shade.
Jeez,
So I'm working through that to get a portable option.
you block everything out. Okay. All right,
Okay. Because, yeah, I remember there were quite a few things that we wanted to
And
look at.
Ninth Street
once
is another one
we
that's
could-
gonna have to be dealt with again.
Okay. And then, yeah, and we wanted to get, yeah, 9th Street in particular. But yeah, we wanted to get data on Chestnut. Hopefully they'll be able to get the speed humps in before the students are out of school. Although there's not that many students that go through, it's mostly the buses. But,
Okay.
yeah, it's amazing how fast people can drive around that curve on Maple to Chestnut.
All right, if there's no further business,
Move to adjourn.
second. All in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.